Pixel art isn't just about nostalgia, it's a living, evolving art form. Whether you're into retro aesthetics, deep storytelling, or modern mechanics, there's something magical about pixel RPGs. Today we're counting down 15 of the best pixel art RPG games you should consider playing. Let's dive in! Let's kick things off with Rogue Genesia, a fast-paced action roguelite that throws you into endless waves of enemies and lets you craft god-tier builds using over 200 upgrades and 60 weapons. The power fantasy is real. By the late game, you're practically untouchable. While the screen can become visually overwhelming and the difficulty may decrease slightly, the deep customization and flashy combat make every run an exhilarating experience for fans of the genre. This one's for the strategy lovers. Hero's Adventure blends open-world exploration with tactical, turn-based martial arts combat, all wrapped in gorgeous pixel art and rich Chinese storytelling. Choices matter here, and the branching paths give it major replay value. The only downside? The English translation is a bit clunky, and some mechanics are poorly explained. Still, it's a gem for players who love layered narratives and experimentation. If sandbox freedom is your thing, Elin is going to pull you right in. You can open a shop, build a village, tame animals, or dive deep into dungeons. Whatever you want, the game supports it. Its systems are impressively deep, though the open-ended structure might feel aimless if you're not into making your own fun. But for players who love creating their own stories, it's a treasure trove. This one's a delightful throwback to GBA-era strategy games. Dream Tactics mixes grid-based combat with a card-drawing system where each character has their own deck. The mechanics start off light, but don't be fooled. The challenge ramps up in the late game. With adorable art and clever combat ideas, it's perfect for tactics fans looking for something fresh. Coming up next is Secrets of Grindea. This indie RPG wears its SNES inspiration on its sleeve, blending action combat with collectible-driven progression. There's a lot to do here. Every monster drops rare cards that permanently boost your stats. You don't have to grind, but the option is there, and it's satisfying for completionists. Add in co-op support and charming writing, and you've got a modern classic in the making. If you're into story-driven games, Eastward is a must-play. You follow John and Sam as they travel through a quirky post-apocalyptic world by train. It's not your traditional RPG, combat is real-time and fairly simple, but the emotional core and beautiful pixel animation make it unforgettable. This one's all about the journey and the bond between its leads. Next up is Sephiria. This cute yet challenging roguelite stars a brave little rabbit descending a cursed tower. Every run is different thanks to fast combat, smooth controls, and tons of build options using artifacts and talismans. While enemy variety dips in the late game, the charm and replayability stay strong. If you're into snappy gameplay and adorable art, this one should be on your radar. Think Stardew Valley meets high fantasy. Sunhaven blends farming sim, RPG elements, and even multiplayer in a colorful pixel world. No stamina bars here. You can raise magical creatures, romance one of 23 characters, and explore 4 rich regions. Some systems are a bit shallow, but the freedom and visual polish more than make up for it. It's a cozy game with surprising depth. Shifting gears, let's talk about Hyper Light Drifter. This one's more somber and symbolic. Alex Preston, who was born with a congenital heart condition, created Hyper Light Drifter, which tells a story without words. You play as a warrior searching for a cure in a decaying world. The combat is tight and fast, but it's the atmosphere, music, and visual storytelling that make this an unforgettable experience. Sea of Stars is pure JRPG magic. With turn-based combat that feels punchy and modern, and pixel art that's simply jaw-dropping, this one's a love letter to classics like Chrono Trigger. There's deep lore, character arcs, and surprises best left unspoiled. You'll want to dive into this one head first if you grew up with JRPGs, or even if you didn't. After that, we've got Wandering Sword. Wandering Sword drops you into ancient China and lets you explore a world filled with martial arts schools, rivalries, and branching narratives. The hybrid combat system lets you switch between turn-based and real-time modes, which is a neat touch. With its blend of wuxia storytelling and pixel meets 3D visuals, it's a great pick for fans of both classic RPGs and martial arts epics. Now for something completely wild. Noita. Every pixel in Noita is simulated. That means every fire, explosion, and melting wall is part of a complex physics system. You create your own spells by combining effects, and things get chaotic fast. It's brutally hard and often unpredictable, but also one of the most creative and rewarding roguelites out there. If you like games that let you break the rules, this is for you. Up next is Sword of Convallaria. This tactical RPG feels like a spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Tactics. You'll command squads, make moral choices, and navigate a branching story set in a war-torn fantasy land. The pixel art is crisp, and the soundtrack, by Hitoshi Sakimoto, is epic. The gacha elements and difficulty curve might be divisive, but the core strategy is solid and satisfying. Coming near the end, we have Necesse. Necesse blends colony building, dungeon crawling, and sandbox exploration into one expansive game. Whether you're building a settlement, fighting off bosses, or teaming up with friends in co-op, there's always something to do. With regular updates and a thriving modding community, it's one of those games that just keeps giving. And finally, let's close with Infernax. Grim, gory, and gloriously old school, Infernax is what happens when Castlevania 2 gets a modern upgrade. It features branching choices, brutal action platforming, and a morality system that changes your entire journey. The pixel art is grotesque in the best way, and the challenge is no joke. For fans of hard-hitting retro action with actual narrative weight, this is a killer finale. And there you have it, 15 pixel art RPGs, each offering their mix of charm, challenge, and creativity. Got a favorite we missed? Drop it in the comments. We love discovering hidden gems. If you enjoyed the list, please consider liking, subscribing, and clicking the bell for more in-depth explorations of indie and retro gaming.